All over the world, let's make it together. Everybody sing. Happiness. Come on, sing now. Oh, said I ain't gonna cry no more. Too much love around here to show. You and I, we clearly know. Some days are high, some days are low. Everlasting love we can make. Come and get this great moment in my life.
Yes! Hey everybody, happy Thursday!
On top of my knee, I've got to live.
Maurice, you don't want it. Yeah!
Come on, sing home. Hey, on somebody, I got
Love, peace, happiness. Say love, peace, happiness. Say yes, got it.
Yes, I've got it.
Yes, I got it. Yes,
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 I've got it, baby.
it.
Yes, I've got it.
Yeah, I got it. I
Right.
got it. Maurice Griffin. Yeah. How are you, sir?
I'm blessed, man. How are you today?
Man, I'm in this windy city. How are you in LA, man?
I'm great, man. I'm great. I can't complain at all.
Like the
I'm
old
over
saying
here
say,
working.
I got breath in my body. So what's the complaint about?
Nothing to complain about. I got my water. I did have a nice beverage, but I drank that already. So
Very good.
water it is today.
Yes, I've got it.
Right.
Yes. So hi, you guys. How are you? I in on just another Thursday. You guys know what this is. This is Client Talk. This is actually one
Yes.
of my clients, the only from Chicago. He left us in Chicago. He big now. But this is Maurice Griffin. You guys give him some hearts. Give him some hearts. Let's share.
Love
All
you.
you Sunday's best people, all you Joshua Troop people, all you New Direction people, all y'all people.
New direction. Right.
Share this video.
Come on
and
in.
Let's have a good time discussing fashion in Maurice Griffin's career. So Maurice, for those that don't know who you are, do you mind giving the people no, before you do that, I'm moving along. Listen, you guys know who I am. I am Brandon Moment, better known as Style Me Brandon. You guys know you can find me on all social media platforms at Style Me Brandon. My website is www.stylemebrandon.com. You guys know Sunday, August 16th is my 10th year anniversary as a wardrobe stylist. And I must say thank you to people like Maurice that has been a client of mine and those that have made this journey a success. Many stylists can't say that it's been a success, but I stand here and I won't let you know that it's been a successful journey. And one thing I will say is it's not over. So stay tuned. But Maurice, that is enough about me. Those that do not know, hold on, you guys, I don't know what happened. Come on, y'all. Love, peace, happiness. Say love, peace, happiness. I feel good. There you go. Hey, love, peace, happiness.
And we're back.
Okay, you guys. So Maurice, for those, you guys know who I am. You guys know who Maurice is, but for those that don't know who you are, Maurice, mind giving a brief introduction to the audience of who you are?
Yes, this is Maurice Griffin. I'm from season 2 of Sunday Best. I'm an alumni on the show from the show. Live in Los Angeles. Of course, I was raised in Chicago, where I got my roots. Many of you know me from Chicago when I was singing for 10 years in New Direction, Gerald V. Gray, New Direction, Joshua's Troop, Chicago Mass, all of that. And of course, BET Sunday Best. So it's just been an amazing journey for me. And I'm just blessed living now in Los Angeles, working, serving at a church, and also doing some other production work, coming out with something new and fresh. Of course, you've heard something before we even got started. Bam! Think about it. New single coming out. Yes, so I'm so glad to even share that over your platform. Thank you, Brandon. Thank you for having me. And y'all, it's just me. I just love to sing. I love to smile. I love to love. And I love to look good. And I love to work with Style Me Brandon.
Woo, woo. Y'all heard it from him, Maurice Griffin himself. Y'all heard everything he said, but not to my own horn, but y'all heard him. He loved to work with Style Me Brandon.
With Style Me
Yes.
Brandon.
So Maurice, so I know some fun facts about you. I'm pretty sure some of your followers and everyone knows some also. But do you mind giving us 2 fun facts about you that only your mama know and your good friends know? 2 fun facts.
Okay. 2 fun facts. One fact is I like to walk around the house in my pajamas.
Oh,
Well, my underpants. And then and then the second one is I love to cook. So those are 2 things. So I like to cook and I like to walk around in my underpants.
That is so good. Oh my God. Yes. That is so good. So, Maurice, are you ready to jump on this train? Well, let's go on and jump on it, you guys. I had to stand up real quick, honey. So, Maurice likes to walk around the house with his pajamas on. I like to walk around the house with no shoes on. But I got babies that got 4 legs, so they start licking my feet and stuff. I have to say,
oh, Father.
Okay?
Okay.
Yes. But, all is well. That is good. So, you guys, thank you guys for tuning in. I see the people are coming in. You guys, please give reactions. Share. There will be a point of the show, if we have time, that I will allow you guys to ask Maurice Griffin questions. So you can start putting those in. My team is watching, and we're going to get them on in, and we're going to ask if we do have time. So, Maurice, in the industry that you are a part of, is fashion important, and why?
It is very fashion forward. LA, it's really about its credibility. It attaches credibility in this area. When I was living in Chicago, fashion it's really good. It's prominent everywhere, really. But in LA, it stamps who you really are. It shows your credibility, how hard you are really working to really make a difference for yourself, make a brand for yourself, create that story, that movie that you're trying to create as a platform, and then also to take our culture to the next levels. Always about trending. What can we do to refurbish what we used to think was good, but now it's old? So that's what LA is all about here.
Yes. So you guys heard it from him once again. Fashion is important in any industry that you are, from either LA to Chicago. Honey, if you are in Alaska, if you are in Hong Kong and China, only can have one child when it's all said and done. fashion is important. Honey, if you might
It's
go to
important.
that White House dealing with you know who, 45, fashion is yet still important. Do you
Oh,
hear me?
we know that fashion is always full.
Yes. So that's good. So Maurice, let's get a little personal. You don't have to tell all the good gossip. But how did you hear about Style Me Brandon? How did you and I get in contact with one another?
I was in Michigan City with Robert Hawkins, who's one of my proteges, and a great artist, great music he has out. Uh, and I was at a concert, and I was just trying to get myself together.
You
Didn't
were.
know how to piece my little pocket together. It was just not coming together. I was like, I need an iron. But you were there. He introduced us, and then from there forward, after that, it was just history. We just clicked really, really well. And after that night, I was like, I said, God, if it be your will, let us reconnect again. And though it was for some years, last minute, I mean, it was last minute, but you came through. And when I tell you all those clothes that we had on that bed, you just put that thing together. I was like, when I tell you, people have seen some of the work, and I'm telling you, Brandon, they were like, I don't know who you had piecing you together, but I just want to let you know that these photos, because of course you're doing a photo shoot, it was immaculate. Whoever styled you, you looked great. So I want to make sure I told you that from the people in my team. They want to let me know because I can't dress. I'm be honest. I can sing. Now that's my lane. Fashion, I'm out of it. I've lost the race. And so I said, I just said, you know what? Some things you just not. Every you can't be good at everything.
Uh-huh.
So you just got to give a little bit so you can get a little bit. And so I'm just happy that we were able to reconnect.
So like yourself, you can sing. Now I can let the lady Karen Clark Sheard have it. But that's not my feel. My feel is
That's
fashion, because I can't ooh, yes.
right. When you see the right, Karen, this is what you do. Whoo! And then me, I'd be like,
Yes, Kim Morrell don't want it. I'll holler all them
yeah,
girls.
yeah.
Yes. So that's good. So that's how we met. So you guys Robert Hawkins. Robert Hawkins is a gospel artist. He has been traveling this world. He's been doing great things. That's how we met. Robert Hawkins had brought me into Michigan. I don't know if it's Grand Rapids. I don't know where it was, honey. All I know is that I arrived. They picked me up and took me where I need to go. That's all I know. So Maurice was one of his was his special guest for that night. And Maurice was like, oh my God, Maurice I think you had about 3 suitcases because you was on tour at that time. So you was on the road. So you probably had about 3 suitcases. And you said, well, Brandon, I don't know. And I was like, well, honey, let's just throw all this. Let's see what we can pull them together. And we're going to do it. And we have worked that thing out. And like he said, the connection ever since has been great. Maurice called me the day of his photo shoot, everybody. But listen, I came through this.
But you came through. I was like, I couldn't believe it. I was like, he's actually available. Like I was just falling apart because my best friend was going to do it, but he got admitted to the hospital. Thank God it wasn't due to COVID-19, but it was shutting his body down. But I just thank God that you was able to come through at the last minute because I just assumed he was just going to be there where I needed him, but it just didn't happen that way. But when you came through, it was all fine and dandy. When I tell you, you came, you saw what you needed to see, and you pieced together. You were such an asset to the photo shoot. It was ridiculous. You made me feel comfortable, and it's not even just the fashion. The fashion, the way the clothes made me feel was good, but the way you made me feel, it's like you've spoken to my energy, my good positive energy, and I was able to, relax and be in the mode and be in the zone and really produce really good shots. So kudos to you for that, for real.
Yeah, it was a 10-hour photo shoot, but we made it through. Yeah, but we made it through.
We made it through that.
We had made it. Shout out to David Dixon. He was the photographer.
David Dixon.
But so that's good. So Maurice, I want to get into this, and I want us to talk. Let's talk. And you guys know Maurice. Maurice, he don't mind being straightforward. So Maurice, the next question is there a dress code for in gospel artists?
You said, is there a dress code in gospel
Is there a dress
or
code
for gospel?
for in gospel artists?
I believe there is a stigma on clothing in gospel, but I don't. There is always going to be a thin line between what to do, what not to do. But everybody has their rules, their stipulations. But I look at it like this. I feel like if you are a gospel singer and not an artist, you separate those two, then your gospel singer look will look like church, whatever that looks like. But if you're a gospel artist, you add another element of excellence to your identity. And that's where I'm trying to go after. So I would say yes, but again, everybody has their rules, but respectfully saying, I feel that if you are going to be in this thing to win it, I think there needs to be some element of being open-minded and just going after what you go after, but do it respectfully. That's all I say. Do it respectfully.
Do it respectfully. So,
Yeah.
Audience questions, reactions. Oh my God, I see one of my clients is on here. She told me, she said, I brought so much confidence to her that she didn't know that she had. Shantae, girl, we got a long way to go, but I'm so glad that you can testify because they say the first key to deliverance is a MIDI. So that is good. I love it. I love it. I love it. But listen, so that's good. So there is and there's not. But one thing you want to do is be respectful because you're not trying to, you're not selling yourself to the people. I'm going to be honest, the inbox is going to come. The DM's going to come. If you give it, you give it, but that's not your goal. So you have to let the people know, like my other worship leaders I've had on, and other gospel artists. You guys, this is not a church show, by the way. I know I've had a lot of gospel people on, but that's who they paying me. Y'all know that y'all saying no money in the church, but let me tell you something, baby. My bills are paid, and the church has yet paid them. Okay, thank you. Yes. So that's good. So it's not what you do, it's how you do it. And it's said to say the book is most definitely judged by its cover. So, it's like Maurice said it to say it best, like Aretha said, R-E-S-P-E-C-T, find out what it means to be. Yes. Oh, yeah. But, it's just respect. So that's very good. So, Maurice, so you kind of touch base in this question. Let's get into a little more because some people don't believe that it's necessary. They feel like your gift will make room for you. But honey, when they judge that book, baby, your gift can go away. Because we can talk about some of the artists that have made it and sold, like the ones falling on stage, the ones and so on and so on. We won't call names. But how should a gospel artist present themselves, and is dressing nice important, and why?
Your identity card, your respect level card is your fashion. Mm-hmm. When nobody knows who you are and you walk into a building in rags, 9 times out of 10, people are not looking your way. If you come in there overly dressed, of course they're going to be like, okay, what's really going on? If you come in there looking the part, looking artist ready, having the it factor look, that's what I call it, the it factor look, being fashion, I call it fashion forward, just moving forward, and your personality engulfs your fashion. People respect you without even realizing who you really are. And then when you get on that stage and you do what you do, whether you're ministering or whether you're singing, performing, whatever like that, it just adds to it. Per example, Beyonce, she's doing editorial looks. Everybody, oh, okay, the editorial looks, it just sets a certain bar of excellence. So when she walks into a building, you're looking at her from a respectful level, like, wow, because I saw you in this, I saw you in that, and you did that. She didn't come in there half-stepping. She came in there representing us. So she can do that. We should be able to do that even on the gospel side, taking our elements to a whole nother level. Fashion is definitely important.
It's good. You guys heard them. Y'all say Beyonce is part of Illuminati, honey. Her money ain't, and I love her, baby, because mama, she do not shortstop, baby. When she comes, she brings it. From her son, Blue Ivory, on to the twins, and on and on. They come and they serve it. And that's what you need to do because your appearance means everything. That is my motto, you guys. That's been my motto for 10 years. You guys give me hearts, shout out. My 10th year anniversary is this Sunday, August 16th, as a successful wardrobe stylist. And 6 years ago, got laid on me working in the retail industry and everything. I was like, man, like, what is going to be my motto of my business? What am I going to sell to these people for them to trust me? And he said, Brandon, what did Miss April? For those that's on it that know Miss April, baby, that's my mother. My mother always told me, Brandon, as a little old child, I want the kid that can play in the dirt and do all that carrying on. Because my mother told me your appearance means everything. And when I tell you that has helped me along the way, I won't tell you my age, but I will tell you, honey, that I'm still here. And I've made it through, and so have you. Do you hear me? So, that's good. So that is really good. It's not what you do, it's how you do. Your appearance means everything. Gospel artists, we have some gospel artists. We were speaking with the Go to Praise and Worship. And I was also touching base with Lady Diane Williams, the ad-lib queen. And they was basically touching base on like men, because some of us, the Lord is blessed. And, we can't be up there on stage, honey, with a halter blazer on and just everything is given, honey, because you want to buy a 38 and you should have bought a 42. So we need to make it make sense. Because what are you doing? Are you selling your... You ain't sold no records nor singles. But what are you doing? Selling? What's going on? It's all for the Lord. So that's good, Maurice. That is really good. That is really good. So the next question is, are you ready?
I think so.
You say you think so? I'm making you nervous, am I?
No, I'm good. I'm ready. I'm ready for it. I'm ready.
So, Maurice, are there restrictions for a male concerning fashion? Not only in general, are there restrictions for a male concerning fashion?
Are there restrictions concerning males in fashion? I say no. Okay. I don't think there is restrictions for anybody unless you feel like it has more power over your desire to be you. And if you feel like there's a respect level per se, when you walk out the door, oh, I'm representing this and this and this and this, well, those are things that you've signed up for. Those are things you said you're going to represent. So, of course, that's when you add on what I consider those restrictions. But it comes, like I said, with a limitation because it's a thin line. Some people just want you to do it because they did it. But then there's another level to it. Sometimes you just got to always be at a certain level of excellence that you just got to come out on top all the time. People are getting endorsed by fashion companies and designers and all of that. So, of course, when that stuff comes into play, it's a whole nother level. But, I mean, I'm sure men have said, I'm not going to wear no skirt or I'm not going to wear no heels. But you've seen people do it. I'm not going to wear no suit with shoes, but you've seen people do it. So in my opinion, like there is no limitation to fashion. I think it's just really whatever you feel will make you feel good. You live to your truth and you live in that. And people just have to respect it.
So your answer was there is no restrictions to fashion. So you guys talk about them from Michael Jackson. So Prince, you guys have criticized Kurt Franklin. Beat up. Hey, like people have and that are judging can't find one piece there. You one down, y'all have to check. But what I'm saying, is people express. I don't agree with half of the stuff he wear, but I know that it means good because that's who he is, and that he expresses himself through his fashion. First of all, darling, he is more closer than God than some of y'all, and I can keep on naming things. Yeah. But his appearance sometimes can come off as maybe a little different. But let me tell you something. When I tell you there's a calling, there is a calling. A calling on his life.
On his life.
Yes. That's why I gave you my life. So that must be a reason why I'm here. Yes. Yes. So that's good. So that's really good. So it's not back to. It doesn't. It does. It's not what you do. It's how you do it.
It's how
It's
you do
how
it.
you do it.
How you do
So
it.
that's good. That's good. So this next question, you've worked with many churches. You've traveled with many artists, been on Sunday's Best, working with BT. I know that is a totally different setting from like the Stellars. You have worked with from those on to my who I call my Uncle Donnie, on Donnie McClurkin, on down to the little ones. Honey, you have worked with those. You have been to those. BB Wyans, the Marys. You have shared stage with these people and working at the big churches or small churches. Being in all of these industries, working with all these pastors, all these artists, all these churches, is there like a certain way that you should carry yourself around them outside of how you carry yourself when you're doing your own ministry?
I say yes. Do as the Romans do. They hired you or they allowed you to come onto their platform. Figure out what it is they like. Give them what they want, and then do a little twist, but don't give them too much. But if they bring you back, it's probably because they like what you did. But at the end of the day, everybody has, like I said, a little certain stipulation of how they do it. And they just quote unquote assume because you're a church singer or a gospel artist that you already know how to be in the church. Everybody's different. I've been to a church where I would go and I would wear printed pants or like checkered pants, black and white, and they would say it was too much. But then you go to another church, you can wear a cap. Some churches don't like dyeing your hair. Some churches, it's just different stuff. Some people, they allow you to wear makeup. Some people, they don't allow you to wear makeup. So it's just different things for different people. I went to one church. They told me that I had to sign a contract that I couldn't speak in tongues. So, I mean, yeah, yeah. So, for did you just speak in tongues? What did the Lord say? What did the Lord say?
Victory is coming after this.
Right. Right. So I mean, it's what it is. It's no greater than a job. At the end of the day, when they hire you to do something, you do what you're called to do. You receive your payment for doing it. If you're comfortable in your heart to do it, do it. Because at the end of the day, God gonna bless your hands. God gonna bless your hands.
Ooh, Lord, bless everything I touch, Lord. Wait a minute. Oh, yes. What did the Lord say?
He said, touch these trees because they're green. Because green's gonna help you prosper. Praise the Lord.
Because you know the whole thing right? You speak in tongue without an interpreter. Okay.
Right.
Yes. So that's good. So Maurice, how do you plan your attire for ministry, performance, whenever you're doing what you do for a living? How do you plan your attire?
I plan it based on the type of event I'm doing. Is it going to be indoor, outdoor? I also plan on sometimes when I'm singing with their team or with their choir, their ministry, I find out what they're wearing. Is it a special event? Those type of particulars are important because you want to make sure you dress to impress. Are they a fashionable church? Are they just black and white church? Are they a suited booted church? Are they a dressed down church? Those type of things help me out. And then I also ask them, can I just rock what I do? Do you like or do you feel comfortable with me just rocking how I rock when I go on stage fashionably? All those questions are important because you want to be true to yourself so you can feel comfortable doing what you do honestly. But if there's so many stipulations, you just got to get your mind prepared. It's just like a relationship. You're trying to come to a medium, trying to come to an agreement to understand, to figure out, can I do this? Will this work? And so that's normally what I do. I ask a bunch of questions. I really do.
That's good. So what did they say? The attire is everybody in tutus and graphic tee.
It's like when you go to now. Typically, when I go to regular standard events, it's concerts, you can dress down, jean and a jacket. And then you go to church, it's like, well, we would love to see you in a suit. And we would love to see you in some platted shoes. You know, I'm just like, oh Lord, here we go. Yeah, I got to wear the suit again. And sometimes I don't be wanting to wear a suit, especially in 90-degree weather. Okay? Nobody want to wear no suit as hot as it is, especially in the summertime. But it's all good. I just do that, and we just correspond. We just correspond back and forth, and it's fun. You build that relationship.
Well,
You
I
get
see
to
the
know the
enemy came
person
on
that
here
you're
and said,
rocking
"What
with.
we talking about, baby? We talking about Christ and fashion. Very good. Because you know
Right,
I am
right,
here
right.
for the who. Oh, okay. Now go. What you saying,
Okay.
Maurice?
No, no, no. That's all it is. You're building that rapport with the person. You're gaining their trust, and you're just trying to get an understanding if I can really be who I am as a person in fashion to represent me as well, because I do have a brand. And sometimes you got to, when you get to a place, I say a place of maturity. I wouldn't say a level of success, but a place of maturity in your mind that you're like, okay, I'm going to go this way, and if some of the people don't go with me, then it's okay. You just got to be okay with it. Everybody's not going to be happy with what you do. Some people will be happy with you. Some people ain't going to say they're not with it. But at the end of the day, you got to do what's best for you and your best
That's good.
interest.
That's really good. So, Maurice, let's talk about season 2.
Uh-oh.
BET Sunday Best. Let's discuss your experience on Sunday's Best. Did you style yourself for the show, or was there a lead or set words or a stylist for the show? How did you come up with which that was a show, so it'll be costume or wardrobe for Sunday's Best.
So I never understood what was about to take place when I got the call. So I'm calling everybody. Oh my God, I made it. So I'm like, I need money, y'all. Y'all know I'm broken. I can't dress. So I'm like, trying to gain money. But they called me and they said, well, calm down. We got it. We have a whole display of what we think you should wear. Do you have this? Do you have that? What colors do you like? They already know what their stage color is going to be set up like. So they already know what type of clothing they want us to be in. If we were to make top 10 or make top 5, they would create outfits for us and have and give it to us, and we would have it. We'll keep it. But it was really, really dope. They called me and they were real comfortable. When I got there, they came in. It was like a 1 to 2 hour dress rehearsal. I mean, we sent pictures in, and then they would come into our room, and then they would just say, okay, we still want you to wear this, or we want you to switch that up. We want you to put this on. So, I mean, it was so amazing how it just opened my eyes to another level of respect of what artistry is all about. What gospel music, what people think gospel music is all about. When you put that to the side, it's a business, and you want everything to be in excellence, because nobody's going to spend money or watch TV if things are not to par. So that's why fashion is very important, because you can't have prints like what I got on. You couldn't have that. You got to have something solid. You got to have something like what you got on. It's all important, because at the end of the day, if I put something on and I go on Sunday Best and it's got labels on there, they can get sued for that. So it's just very, very, very technical when it comes to that type of success.
And that's good that you touched on that point, and I'll touch back to what we said. So, like when I'm doing photo shoots, I have people be like, "Oh my God, I want to wear Gucci. I want to wear this. I want to do that." First of all, what are you doing with these pictures, honey? You ain't gave Gucci
Right.
now $1. First of all, you ain't paid for
Yeah.
this Gucci you got, honey. So let's make it make
Is
sense.
that Uchi?
So the people be like, "Oh my God, I want to go label.
That's
I want to
Uchi.
go label." Like I have a consultation on Sunday, and this young man is like, "Oh my God, I want to go label. I want to go label." There's only so far that we're going to be able to go if you plan on these pictures going somewhere. So, like even with you, when we did your consultation and everything, and then you had a couple of things with writing on it and stuff, and I was like, let's kind of stay away from that. Those type of things that I learned in styling 101. I learned those type of things, and that's not the client's job to know. Now, it is the client's job to listen and allow me to do what I do for a living. But you have those that their pictures don't make it no further than social media. They might get 1,000 likes, 200 likes, darling. But listen, what those likes paying and what are those likes doing? So let's make it make sense. So that's good. So like Sunday's Best, Black of the Network of BET, of course they have an entire team Just like they say, it takes a village
Yeah.
to raise a child. It takes a team to do a great
Yes.
production. And
Exactly.
they do that. Anything on BET is good. You know, we done saw a couple of things from, I won't call a name because I don't know if he might call me one day. But, you know, we done saw things, and it might not have been so quiet, honey, but I guarantee you that check he got was wonderful, okay? Oh, okay. You catch that on your way home. But, so that's good. So Sunny's Best was a good experience for you. It allowed you to open your eyes up to production and also let you know, like, man, I walked in this door as I'm a real gospel artist. Like, bro, like, I'm finna do this. Like, lights, camera, what? Action. Millions of people saw little old Maurice. Y'all know he only 4'7". And he only 4'7", and he had got up there and had holler. For those that saw, y'all know he had did his good singing. But you know, that's a lot of things. What God has for you, it is for you. And you know, at that time, you know, what God has for you, He has for you. And you know, I do know a little background on Sunny's Best. We won't do it because I would hate for BET to flag my video. But
we want you to be a part of it. We want you to be a part of it.
There's some things that goes on when you become on Sunday's Best. First of all, just BET. But we're moving along. Okay. Oh my God, Dr. Ferranda Wilson is on. She's giving you a long message. We can't read it right now. We speak it. Okay. But he will be sure to respond to it. But I love you, Dr. Ferranda. I can't wait to get you some good topics now. So, Maurice, the next question is, do you think that a wardrobe stylist is necessary and why?
Yes. And I don't care, even if you are a good fashion artist, you can do your own fashion. That's great. Yes. You need help because at the end of the day, there's always going to be something that's going to happen. You're going to be pulled left and right. And right now, when you are where you need to be focused on what's in front of you, nothing else. Let everybody else take care of everything else. You just focus on what you need to do. And that's get a good shot or recording or whatever it is you're focusing on. You know, so I think, yes, it is very, very, very important. I have not seen not one person, even at Stellar Awards, at any of the conventions or halftime. I mean, people are not doing this stuff by themselves. Good Morning America. Makeup artists are going to televisions. They got to get that. They got to get their face together. How they going, you know? So yes, very important. Very important that a stylist is with you at all times for the very important things. Very important things. Yes, it's very important.
That's good. So, Maurice, be honest. What have you learned from myself during the times I've styled you, or even just following me and watching my work? What have you learned from me?
I learned that you have an eye for the future. You have an eye for the camera, for the shot. You have an eye. You have a voice. I don't know if you knew how crazy I was going in the moment of, you know, panic attacks and all that stuff. Anxiety was rising up on the inside of me. You had a way to ease the moment, and you took away all of the doubt and the stress. You were just there to just be a lightweight. You were my burden carrier. So what I learned, you were able to match the outfits. You was able to let me know how to move, because you could put on clothes and they could just look like clothes. But you told me how to handle it, how to, relax and relax my face, lift up my eyes, smile, my posture, how masculine I need to be. Because I know sometimes, I'll be honest, I can be a little flamboyant, but at the end of the day, it's who I am.
We all can.
And so when you get to that point, we have to have some type of look for the shot. So you gave me those words, and I applied that to me. So I was able to do that. You are a great creative director. If I could say that, you're not just a fashion stylist. I think that goes together. You can't have one without the other. It's like grace and mercy. You got to have them together. And that's why I work with you, because you have such a great creative mind. When I can't think for myself, you help think for me in those places. So that's what I've learned.
That's good. So you have blessed me. Cash out. Yes. So Maurice, so let's dig into it. We can talk about Sunday's Best. We can talk about you just being an artist, you traveling, all of those things. You working with me. Let's discuss the pros and cons of having a wardrobe stylist.
Okay. So the pros of it is it benefits you. It's lighter on your brain. It's more stress free for you. People feel like that with more people comes with the price. When you stop looking at the price and look at the benefits, then you'll see how much more you'll gain versus trying to do everything yourself, and then what you thought you was gonna get, you never got it. And what you thought was good, everybody else is like, yeah, it was okay. You could have did it better if I was there. But it's just everybody has their opinion. But at the end of the day, I think that the pros of it all is you have somebody that can help assist you. They're there to assist you. They're there to be your guidance when you can't do what you need to do. The cons of having a stylist is you got to shut up and listen. That's it.
That's good.
Shut up and listen.
Shut up.
They know what they're
Listen.
doing. Do what they've asked you to do because they know what they're doing. If you have a really good stylist like Style Me Brandon, like I do, he's going to give you everything you need so that you can apply what you need to apply for whatever event that you're trying. Wedding, photo shoots, videos, whatever. If it's an everyday apparel, if it's for for church or for just going out for a date night, whatever like that. Trust the person you have put in place. If you don't trust them, then don't book them. That's what I say.
That's good. If you don't trust them, don't book them. That's good. That is really good. That blessed me. So me and Maurice has never had this conversation, you guys. As you guys know, this isn't a scripted show. When we did our run through, it was very much to make sure that he knew how to come on my live. I didn't tell him
right.
Nothing is scripted. Like, this is all from the heart, Maurice, and that's really good. And man, it was an honor and it was a pleasure working with you. Not saying we're done working because we got more work to do.
No, we're done.
This is only
we got more work
beginning.
To do.
And you just hold on and see what the end's gonna be. Do you hear me?
We're gonna see it together. We're gonna see it together.
Yes, let's do it. So that's good, Maurice. So I know we touched base on a little, but let's go a little deep in it because we think we are the fashionistas here in Chicago. So tell me, how is the fashion in LA compared to the fashion in Chicago? Or how is the fashion in Chicago compared to the fashion in LA?
It's almost night and day. I mean, you have the cream of the crop a little bit everywhere all over the world, but LA just is another whole beast. It's another whole beast. I'm getting used to it. I'm getting acclimated. I just moved here in March, which that's when the pandemic started. So, but as I've been driving around different places and seeing more stores, I see a lot of designer stores, less than chain stores, if that makes sense. And so it's like so many more levels of respect. It's like, okay, y'all didn't come here to open up an H&M all over the world. Y'all came here to open up your store. And if they don't fly to LA, then they ain't gonna get what you got. It's almost different, but to a certain extent, it's pretty cool. It's pretty neat to learn of what people are doing and how they're doing it. I went on Melrose. I don't know if everybody know what Melrose Avenue is, but Melrose Avenue, oh my goodness. Every designer you can think of have their own store. I'm talking about the designer that makes the Zara. That's the person that has his store, not Zara. You know what I'm saying? So it's like a whole nother level. When people go to Grammy Awards and all that, they go to these places to get handmade dresses, handmade suits, and all that stuff. So it's really, yes, they're stylists because you can't go. Their stylists have to go. I don't have no ID or whatever that looks like, but yes. So it's fun. It's really, really, really fun to be in this environment and kind of see how far I can go with my career, with my brand, and I love it.
That's good. That's what's up. Well, Chicago, us here in Chicago, we still believe we are fashionistas. But
Chicago, I'll say this: Chicago is really. I got my start in Chicago, and I will say that Chicago's fashion is definitely one to never be forgotten because that's where I got my start from. they taught me the basic elements of what it looks like to be creative, to be open minded. I used to think sometimes that what I put on was a mess, and sometimes, most times, almost all the time, it was a mess.
I
They're
agree.
like, "John, do what you do," and I'll be like, "Okay." So I'll put on these
Did you hear me? I said I
horrible
agree.
items, right? Put on these horrible items. I'm like, "Yeah, I'm coming out here." They're like, "Okay, what are you doing?" So, but it's all
You
good
know,
because
y'all
it's a
wanted the
learning
short tab.
process. Right. This huge tie, or no, the scarves. I used to wear huge
Oh,
scarves
honey, you know I'm gonna
every
wear a
single
scarf
day.
until the day I'm down there. You know what I'm saying?
So, it's all good. It's like I said, it's a learning experience, and it's shown me growth. It was very a humbling situation, but you know, all I say is you just when you learn, grow from it, learn and grow from it. So, but Chicago can't be forgotten. LA is a whole nother level. I'm still trying to climb. I don't even know how to dress. So Chicago, I'm okay with it, but LA, I'm gonna have to read some books on it a little bit and kind of get myself
Just get
together
you a
over
few
here.
magazines. You'll make it all right.
Right.
Yes. So that's good. That's good. That's good. So Maurice, be honest with me. I want the honest because it's happened to the best of us. It's happened to me going on set. So I want you to tell me about a time that you were headed on stage and noticed that you had a wardrobe malfunction.
Oh, Jesus. So my zipper was broken on my pants, and my suit jacket, being cheap, was a little too tight, okay? And it wasn't right, okay? And so, so I'm like, well, I can't cover up my whole thing, and my zipper, and then I didn't have no belt, and then at that time I was a little bit more heavier than I am today, and so that was sticking out. Pants was creased where it wasn't supposed to be
Uh-huh.
creased. It's like I just look a complete mess. So one of my friends said, "Come to the back, come to the back." So he had a belt. He put a belt on me, and he had a little safety pin. he put safety pin in my little zipper up so I can go on the stage and look okay. But when I got off that stage and I bent over or something, then it
Ah!
I mean
No!
crack in the back, baby, crack in the back.
No!
I said I'll never wear this outfit again. And have I worn it? No. It's gone. I don't know where it's at today. But that was my story.
So did you get up there? I know you got up there and wore the people out.
I'm over there like thinking like, Lord, if I don't sing like I've lost my mind, they're gonna look at and see all the malfunctions I got going on.
Not you got up there and did
So I
Patty
started
Mary.
moving
You
all
didn't
over the
kick your
place.
shoes off and everything.
I did Patty. I did Patty, baby.
Yes! You said, baby, I got to do what I got to do, okay?
I gotta do what I gotta do. They called me and I can't turn it around.
I
So
can't
okay.
turn it around. Oh my God. So you guys hear it. We all have, listen, y'all, everything, don't, even with being a stylist, you guys, it's been times that my client didn't have a consultation, didn't have a fit or anything. It was just, I need you
Yeah,
here. I didn't get on a plane. I didn't got in the car. Honey, I didn't call city
absolutely.
transportation. Honey, 10 years, 10 successful years, I didn't done it all. So what I'm saying is 10
Right.
years are not a long time. But being in this fashion industry, honey,
No,
let me tell
that's
you
good.
something. The girls tap out. They say, oh, no, this is a little too much. But I've done it all. And it's been times that I've had wardrobe malfunction. But it's been times that I got there and I told my client, made a female, to pack her right girdle. And she didn't even bring it. And her assistant is sitting there like, oh, well, I didn't know. Well, first of all, girl, this dress, girl, you ain't gonna be able to get into it without the right girdle. So, things just happen. So that's
Absolutely.
when we find scarves, belts, and we have to do what we gotta do. Because the gag is the show must still go on.
It got to go on, whether you look a mess or not. And I would say, uh, for those of you that feel like you just need to do what you got to do, I understand that. But don't do what I did and never iron your clothes because I don't like to iron my clothes. And my mom was like, "How you representing Jesus? And you out here looking a mess." I said, Mom, I'm just gonna open up a clothing line and call it the W for wrinkle. That's what
Now
I'm doing.
that's fair
Cause I
now.
don't like ironing
You'll
clothes.
reach
You know?
you'll reach a higher calling under you might reach them color folks, but them color folks, baby, they gonna
Right.
love that brand.
Exactly.
Yes. That's good. That's good. So y'all stay on the lookout for the W.
The W. Praise God.
Yes, because even with doing this photo shoot with Mr. Griffin, honey, I had said, "Where's the eye?" He said, "What you need the eye for?" I said, "What?" I said, these garments got to be pressed, baby. With that
They gotta
press,
be
they
pressed. I'm like,
lay a
you
good
pressing them?
brain.
Okay.
Yes.
And you did it right. Thank you.
Yes. So, Maurice, what do you miss about fashion from back in the days when you were growing up compared to where fashion is today?
Huh. Okay, let's look at that. Well, I didn't understand when I was growing up that, Fila was gonna, disappear. Coogee sweaters was gonna be
Oh,
out.
kill those. Felines
Lumberjack
is back.
outfits was gonna be gone. Are they back
Yeah.
now? Oh, okay. Well, there it is. You said put it in a tumble dryer, dry them in the on tumble. Oh, okay, I got you. That works. Somebody told me that, and I was like, But when you ain't got no dryer, okay, come on here. Got the next best thing. Okay, put it down together. But anyway, what was the question?
What do you miss about fashion from back in the days growing up compared to where fashion is now?
It's well, when I was growing up, it was all about the Jordans. It was all about. It wasn't really about the Gucci and the Louis Vuittons until I got a little
Okay.
older. But when growing up in school, it was about Jordan sports, all that. In my where I was raised in a little country town, that was like if you had Jordans, you were somebody. If you had the biggest, uh, baggiest pants, or if you had the baggiest shirt, you were considered, popular or whatever like that. So I used to do the same thing, but that was considered country, I was told.
Yeah.
So, so
You know,
my fashion,
I
my
saw a few
fashion, I
videos
don't have no
when
fashion.
you
So
were direction and you was real. Yeah, I
right,
get
we
it.
had these little glossy little outfits on, and I'm like, okay, what's this? So we all in it together. I'm like, okay, well, great. This is better than a robe anyway. So we're just working it out. But
Well,
yeah,
I
I
thank
mean,
God for
what do I
deliverance.
miss? And who's been delivered is me.
Yes. So that's good. So that's what you missed. So no, so you missed the felines, you missed like the old stuff. Those things wasn't that
Yeah, the old
expensive.
stuff.
They wasn't that expensive. You
Right.
was able to be free. Those type of things. The funny thing is you didn't have to add those type of things. Hey, they was baggy. You just did what you did and went on with the flow. Real Missy Ellis about the
Hmm.
situation.
But I held on to it too long.
Oh,
I held on to it too long.
but God.
And that's why Style Me Brandon came
Oh,
into the
won't he
place.
do it? Won't he send an angel?
He knocked that door down. He said, "Oh no, not this day."
So listen, this is so give me two answers. Give me one and one. Tell me your favorite stores to shop at and your favorite brand. Either if you own it or not, you just like looking at it.
My favorite store is Zara. My favorite brand is Giuseppe.
Yes. Now those
Yeah.
are actually comfortable shoes. I must say, I own a pair.
Hmm.
I had got one, not looting or anything. I actually went in the store and purchased it. Thank you, Lord. Uh,
Patrick, he said, "I'd rather too baggy than too tight." Well, I'm too small, so too baggy will be swallowed on me.
yes,
I will
you
be
have
like
got
a
that body
boy in a
together. I
trash
must
bag.
tell you that. You have.
Well, praise the Lord.
Yes,
We
you
give God
have.
praise.
I must tell you that. So that's good. So you like Giuseppe's and Zara. Those are two good. That's good.
Mhm.
So
Yeah.
we're wrapping up. We're a little over time, so I'm gonna speed to these questions real quick. But you give me your answers. You flow. And then I
Okay.
want to hear you say, okay. But tell me a favorite song that you have led or recorded and why.
A favorite song that I've led and recorded is "Hold On" by New Direction. It's called "Hold On." I like it because it was my very first time ever singing on a record ever in life, and because they were with Gospel Centric, which is connected to Kurt Franklin and his success. it was a big deal for me back in the day. So I was like, wow, I get the opportunity to sing on a national recording record. So after that, we won a Stella Award, blah, blah, blah,
Yeah.
blah. And the song was on radio. I did not know it was a big thing. My name went before I even knew that my name was on radio. So it was just really, really a blessing to be a part of something so significant. So that's why it was so important to me in my career.
That's good. So, which one of your colleagues do you look up to when it comes to your style of singing?
People I look up to: Leandria Johnson, Kim Burrell, Brandy, Faith Evans, Fantasia, Donnie McClurkin, Daryl Coley, Whitney Houston, Michael Jackson. The list can go on and on and on. Today, who do I like now? Melvin Crispell. Who else? Incredible singers. The list can go on and on, but those are just a few to name.
You left out Brandon Moman.
Oh, Brandon Moman.
Thank you.
The last shall be first.
Yes, that is good. That's good. So let's jump into fashion. Which one of your gospel peers are leading the way in fashion today?
Erica Campbell.
Okay.
Erica Campbell is doing really good with fashion.
Give me a male.
A male. That's what I'm trying to say. Okay, I'll say Tone. I love Tone, and I forgot to put his name in there. Golly, why did I do that? Tone, and some people may say he's B Slade. Yeah.
Because you know
B Slade. Yes. Right. I'm sorry, B Slade. I love you. But yeah, so B Slade, his artistry, his fashion, everybody don't get it. Everybody don't like it. Everybody don't want it. I don't think he's doing it so that the church people can care. I think he's doing it because he loves who he is, and he's trying to draw a crowd that not necessarily would listen to who the Savior is, or who about the Savior, whatever that looks like. And I think that we were just not ready. I think he was, I'll say, before his time, even though he was where he needed to be. He planted a seed, and it was up for us to embrace it. And so I think that Tone is very fashion forward. And that's about it. Kurt Franklin, of course, I can't knock him, but I think he's good. Jonathan McReynolds, and that's about it to me.
Okay, that's good. So let's step out of the gospel industry. Give me an actor, a celebrity, a reality star, someone that inspires you in fashion. Okay,
in fashion, secular, I would say PJ Morton. I would say, what is that guy's name? I don't want to say Tank, and I don't want to say Chris Brown. What's the group?
Bruno Mars.
What's the group name? Yes. Definitely different. Definitely different. So when I saw them, I was like, okay, we're taking it to another step.
Bruno Mars tees.
We're taking it to another step, right? So it's like, okay, all right, we're bringing it back, but we're keeping it new school at the same time. So it was like, okay, cool, I'm getting with it. Brandy, of course, she's killing it. Beyonce, of course, she's always killing it. But with a guy, I'm thinking of a guy because, you know, you want to look at what I may have to put on. So him, Justin Timberlake, I'll say John Legend. He does a pretty good job. And those are a few to name, yeah.
Yes, you named everybody that's your height.
Right. I'm trying to make sure I support my height.
Yes.
Support my people.
So, you guys, this has been great, you guys. We are coming to an end. You guys know who I am. I am Brandon Moman, better known as Style Me Brandon. You guys know we have been coming on. I think this is show 14 or 18. But basically what we've been doing is bringing my clients on, my friends, my colleagues, just people I love that has inspired me in fashion. You guys, you haven't seen nothing yet. You guys be sure to tune in next week. I have the owner of Larry Barber's College, Larry Roberts Jr. will be on here talking about fashion and the barbers, Cosmopolitan, him being a musician. You guys don't know he's a drummer. He has played for albums you don't even know. That man, but Larry Roberts Jr. will be on here and we will be discussing fashion with him. But Maurice, listen, you know what we going through, man. I want you to get your scriptures and stuff ready. Let me give my little line where the people can find me at. But you guys know you can find me on all social media platforms at Style Me Brandon. My website is www.stylemebrandon.com. Sunday makes 10 long years as a successful wardrobe stylist, you guys. I will be 10 years doing this thing, y'all. I'm not stopping. I promise you. My goal is to keep uplifting people, making them feel good, look good. This is my dream, you guys. This is my baby. I don't know if I ever have one, but this is my baby, y'all. And my baby turns 10 years on Sunday. So this is good.
I'm giving you hearts. I'm giving you hearts.
Yes. So Maurice, can you tell the people where they can find you at?
You can find me on Facebook. You can find me on Instagram. You can find me on Twitter. And you can even find me on Google. Just type in Maurice Griffin and you will find me there.
Yes! Find me there. Yes! Hey! Find me there. Yes. So 10 years, y'all. It's been a great journey, you guys. Maurice, you know we going through this pandemic. It ain't done nothing but just made me stronger. Let me know that I just have to keep on pressing on to see what the end's gonna be.
Exactly.
So do you mind just giving the people encouraging words so that they can keep on? Because this is a trying time. So do you mind encouraging the people for me as we go off?
Yes. Said I ain't gonna cry no more. Too much love around here to show. You and I, we clearly know. Some days are high, some days are low. So I want you to have love, peace, and happiness.
Love, peace, happiness. Oh! So, Maurice, this is good. You guys, this has been good. This is Client Talk with Brandon. You guys know. Please tune in next week. I have Larry Roberts Jr. on here. We're going to be talking about fashion and the barber industry as a musician with him. It's going to be good. Maurice, can we go to Jesus real quick? I just want to
hit it.
I was messed up, dirty as I can be. I was on my way to bed, but I heard a preacher preaching the word of God. Confess your sins and repent. So that's why I said, yes, I did. I was willing.
You got food for me? Good. Thank you. Where my hot dog go?
Yes!